Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hunters of all ages, hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. My name is Jackson Beard. If we haven't met before, I'm just some glowy guy. Not so glowy now. Good to see you all. Welcome. Sorry for the late start. We're doing things differently, and with different things come different procedures. With different procedures came different builds, and I'm trying to get my head into all of this. We are expanding, everything's moving and grooving, and holy, things are happening. And today, we are actually going to take a look at some of the new happenings here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and that is none other than, I guess that's Weapon Pack 9. Weapon Pack 9, not too shabby. I'm pretty excited for it. If you guys missed it last week, we're going to talk, we're going to recap a little bit of what we went over. We're going to talk a little more about some of it, and I'm going to show you guys these fantastic weapons. So, if you did miss it, I really want to go over this one more time. I'm going to need to move away so I can set this up, and then we're going to get into the weapons. We'll take a look at some stuff and some things. We'll answer some questions. Now, before we go too far, if you did join us last week, hi, Chad, I see you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get caught up. We're behind. If you did check us out last week, you saw I had a little confusion on what was happening. Just kind of how things were being played out with the electronic collar. I almost said red quiz collar. it was my mistake, actually, and I've gone on since then to take a peek at it and kind of see what it's all about and what we can expect for them. So let me just cover it real quick. Okay, this is none other than the electronic collar. When you place this, you get one per map. You only buy this collar once. Here's where my confusion came in, just based off of other things that are in the game and how we've done it in the past. Now, you buy this collar once. It can be placed once per map. When you leave, it stays. But these goodies come with you. Your handheld, everything, it comes with you. If you're going to a map that you haven't been on and you already have this in your inventory, it will be there for you. If you're going back to a map that you've already placed the collar on, it'll still be there on the map for you. So I got a little confused with that last week, and digging into it afterwards, I saw how it was working, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I do like we only have to buy it once. I expected this thing to be about 50K, and I was going to have to buy 10 of them, but nope, that's very kind of our devs. They've actually set us up pretty nice for it. So, and just to clarify a few things, because I've seen some conversation around the community surrounding this beautiful little toy right here. This collar is designed to emulate any calls that are already in game. So you'll go to a reserve, you'll see a list of what's available on that reserve. These are all species that currently have a collar. The only exception to this was the team thought it might be kind of fun to put alligators on the list. So alligators are actually included in this electronic collar loadout, which is amazing. It's kind of cool. So head over to Mississippi and have a little fun with it. So there we go. I just wanted to do a little recap. This thing is, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. It's neat how it works. The fact that you can set it up, it's an attractant. It brings the animals in. It's average range on the collars, but it will call it to the location, as opposed to currently, it calls it to the collar. When you use your calls, it will come to the player. So ambushing, tree stands, lots and lots of fun opportunities with this. It's kind of cool. Anyhow, there's our recap. If you want to see a little more of it, check out last week's stream. Just ignore the first 20 minutes where we had technical difficulties. Oh man, I thought I was having the same thing happening today, guys. Let's say hi to chat for a sec before we get back into this. I really did. The builds were changed around. We're gearing up for our creator early access. We are, but with the builds being changed around, we've had just everything's different. So we're pushing through, and we'll have an announcement about that very, very soon. But don't worry, that is the plan. Your favorite creators, all the Call of the Wild partners, will be out here absolutely crushing it with this. It's pretty neat. What's up, chat? Good to see you all. Good to see you. Need the recurve gameplay? You're about to see it, bro. You're about to see it, my friend. What up, Cryptic? What's going down, my man? Someone else for you to lose on your map. It is. You'll see it. It's here. It's marked. It's there for your viewing pleasure. It's going to be great for bow hunting. Big time. I I don't do a ton of bow hunting. I used to, but I came to realize probably not going to be something I pick up IRL and I emulate. This game for me, it fills those voids when I don't get to get out hunting, right? But that might change. I might be buying a bow this year. I got a good friend. He's a Kiwi you might know that is quite the avid bow hunter. Yeah, I only have so much resolve. My will is only so strong. How much is the collar? It's free. Collar is free. It's part of the pack. So once you have the DLC, the collar is free in the store, and that's it. Once you get it once, you don't have to buy it again. So each map you go to, it will be available, and you can place it, and then it will be on that map until you remove it from that map. You can only have one per map, unless you're in multiplayer. But now there is a thing, as you've seen. If you guys watched me last stream, you'll notice I had to move away from the outpost. There's about a 200-meter radius. You can't have it near an outpost. I'm not sure about POIs and other callers. So if you're in multiplayer, you can use it with your friends, but you can't overlap directly on top of each other. You have to space them out. But that's actually kind of powerful if you think about how that could work out. I can't wait to see what the community does with that in a multiplayer setting. I mean, you could literally lock down. I mean, holy, just work that out. Every 200 meters, have a caller. Can have 8 people. It should be interesting. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. Okay, let's get moving here. So we got some things to show you today. And since we're here, we might as well get into the good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you something pretty unique, and you'll see why in a moment here. The Stenberg takedown recurve bow. Yes, sir. Oh, one sec. I can hear in the background. That's got to be the YouTubes. It is. It's what I get for watching YouTube and not going back and changing my settings. There we go. Check this thing out. She's a beauty. She's got a real nice design, a real nice look. There's something about that I don't know, man. But wait, there's more. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. Did you miss that? Yeah, that's right. You can mount sights on this bad boy. Like, it just blew my mind. This blew my mind. Now, maybe it's just because I'm not very well educated when it comes to bows, but that is wild. Now, as you can see, I've got the digital. I just, just to kind of play around a little. But you can put the 5-pin on here. I just think that is huge for our bow hunters in the game. It's kind of game changing for someone like myself who you ever seen me put one of the traditionals in my grimy bearded paws? It doesn't turn out well. It might now. It might actually turn out well. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a little stunned. I'm a little shocked. It's like, come on, you'll make a bow hunter out of me, will ya? I see how it is. Yeah, like a trading bow. I mean, it could be like a trading bow, but you can get the pins onto it. I do believe. I haven't tried. I should have actually brought the pins with me because, I always like to speak about the stuff and things. We're a little closer than 40 meters here. But as you can see, our zeroing 40, 20, 60. I think so. That's directly at our 40. No, maybe it's not. Is that where are we at? That looks to be about 40. That's at the 40. So again, don't judge this on my recurve skills. What's up, lady? How you doing? Isn't this cool? Isn't this cool? We'll go and we'll take a look at the weight and we'll take a look at some of that stuff. We'll hop back to the shore, the store, which happens to be on shore, and we'll take a peek at it. We'll get you all those sorts of details. So right now I've loaded, I think I've got the 450s on it right now. The 420s, I mean. 450s. But any of the broadheads, not the traditional. I brought those just to try because I thought, hey man, are they all going to work? But any of the broadhead, of course, I like the tracers. It's kind of cool to see them. Will, in fact, work on this. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I didn't actually, I'll be truthful. So I didn't even know. Hold on, let's just go ahead and accept that. Oh, shoot. Because I'm shooting for 60. There we go. My zeroing's off. There we go. Bang on. So that looks to be about the 60. Let's give that a little poke. See how we do. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Look at it blinking away on me there. Bang on. I mean, that's pretty cool, man. It does look sick, doesn't it, Scarecrow? Yeah, man, I can't wait for you guys to all get a hold of this. And to get out there and to see what you guys do with it. It's, for somebody who's like, this makes the bows feel that much more accessible for me. So if you're not a bow hunter, it's kind of nice that it's added into a pack that, I mean, I think a lot of us are going to buy just for the color, irregardless. Like, yes, sir. But straight up, I do believe there is a big value to this here. So we'll take a closer look at this in the store. For now, before we go there, let's hop over to Hirschfelden. And we're going to bounce down to the range. And we're gonna have a little bit of fun here, and we're gonna crack this up, and then if we have time, we'll head out and we'll take an even closer look. Let's just go pow. So nice that we can just straight fast travel there now. For those of you that have just joined our game, that was not always a thing. It is such a quality of life. It's huge. If you're like me and you like to go and play around at the range and try weapons out and get to know them and such, then that's just like low-key a huge improvement. It's been in for a little while now. Is there anything besides the weapons and collar? No, it's the electronic collar. It's a rifle and it's a bow. So it's an assortment pack in which they're bringing. So anyways, let's bring this bad boy out. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the Marathi model 1894. Oh, grimy. This thing. Oh, I just gave that away, didn't I? Look at that. It's got beautiful sights. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous weapon. Let's get the sound up here. Audio check. I dig it. Reload animation. It's pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Let's give it a couple shots. We'll put it down range. And then we're going to go peek at the store. We're going to take a look at the weights. Now, what you should know about the Marathi is it does use the 44, your handgun ammo, basically. So that gives us a good range on animals. It's kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. The sight is just beautiful. I'm in love. Absolutely in love with this, with those irons. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Okay. Here we, there we go. Had a moment of something or other. Well, I don't have automatic reload on. Actually, I kind of like that prompt. Not too shabby. But wait, there's more. So yes, it is a lever action, and you probably caught that. You've probably caught that. Just happen to have the Hyperion mounted to this bad boy. And it is also rail mounted, so your titanium sights and stuff, they'll all work. But this is huge. This is huge. That right there is low-key game changer. Having a lever action with the Hyperion or the Argus brings this to new heights. Now, it does have an effective range to 150 meters. I can tell you I was dropping animals at 300. I was. But now, you know, again, you're going to start using your millidots and such. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Love the look and sound. It does sound really nice, doesn't it? How does the reload affect the scope? Oh, while we're looking down it, let's take a boot. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Big bore rifles looking for group. Are they looking for group? Okay. I'm sorry, I can't let it go. That's what LFG means. Looking for group. God, but I love what our community's done with it. I think it's pretty cool. I just can't help it every time I read it. Not a lot of recoil. I'm so glad, MD, that you pointed that out because, you know, a lot of our rifles, especially something with a quick follow-up like that, because you see how, I mean, that's pretty fancy, man. They normally have a lot more recoil to deal with, and like, we're not spitting all over the place here. It's a 44. It's a 44. It's a pleasure to shoot. It's a pleasure to shoot. Look at the grouping on the card. That's pretty incredible. Let's bounce it out. Let's go up to the 150, which is, you know, technically what it's rated for. And we'll give her a little love here. We'll take a little crouch. Not bad. Not bad. 44 Magnum coming out of rifle, so there's not much recoil to have. Well, plus you have that long rifling, which has a very large effect on ballistics. Not just for the round itself, right? Could be your go-to gun. I'm really interested. Good to see you, by the way, Hunters on Wheels. I'm really interested to see what you guys all do with it. Like Angel, what's good, brother? Good to see you, my man. Anglers tomorrow. Come on back, dude. Oh yeah, no, we understand that. We completely understand that. It had been out already if we could. Trust me. It's right there though. It's right there. I think we have some news to share. Packers are kind of bad. Not gonna lie. Packers. Oh, what are we talking about? Jumping into. We're talking football now. About to share the same ammo with the 45, but now I'm more excited. Well, here we are with the 44. Oh, not the. Oh no. This is the 44. So the 44 is it's a good handgun, right? It's a good handgun. You can get a little bit of an idea behind it. It's a 3 to 8, so it's a pretty big range. I feel. I mean, obviously you're missing the 9s, right? Where I get that, and that's where the 7mm really likes to shine. But this is kind of in that same broad ethical range, and with it being quite effective, you know, it's pretty good. Now, arguably, I'm the guy. I like the biggest caliber that I can use on an animal, but you know, it's pretty cool to see. So we'll give her some more shots. We'll put it through some more paces, but there's lots of questions. People want to take a look and see what we've got. So we've got, I mean, it's not, when you compare it to some of the other rifles, you know, you're coming in at a full, I never know what to call it. It's not pounds. It's not kilograms. We're just going to call it pounds just for the sake of this particular stream. Coming in at 3 pounds compared to 4 pounds. You know, it's I don't want to say it's game changer, but it really fits in with a lot of loadouts. When you're able to push in at a 3 weight, like, that's pretty cool. Now, as far as the bows go, weighing in at 2, I believe they're all 3s, are they not? Am I wrong in my 2.5? So it's a little less. It's a little less than, say, the Alexander. It's half what the Coder is. Yeah, so yeah, not bad. How's the effective range on it? So it shows it listed as here. Let me just take a look here. We'll read out what it says, but then we'll talk a little bit about it because I'm playing around with it a bit. Actually, there's not really a whole lot to say too much there, other than the fact that it's a modern take on an Old West style. Now we'll play around here. We're actually going to take a look at some of the cosmetic packs, not to be outshined by these toys because they're actually pretty cool. I want to show you that. We'll take a look at some of the skins. We'll use these to poke around. But I really think this is going to have an impact on a lot of our loadouts. You know, I love our current lever actions, but you know, there's issues with both. There is, and the ability to put the Hyperion or the Argus on this that takes it to the next level in my mind. So really looking forward to getting out, having some fun with everybody, see what everybody's doing with the Marati model 1894. Now let's give this bad boy a little bit of attention. what I really like about this is that this is something we haven't had yet, really, with the bows. You know, they're saying it's a lighter draw weight. You only need to pull to 50 pounds at typical draw length. It gives you the ethical kills on deer and other popular game animals as you'd expect, but it gives us that little bit extra weight to play with because it's lighter. Words are hard, okay? So it's really a nice addition to the game, and it's sharp. But the fact that we can put different pins on this is low key incredible. Let's go take a look and see. Let's just grab. Oh, do I not have them on this save? I never know what save I'm on anymore these days, man. Can I just go into my sites, my bow sites, and I guess I'll just buy the single pin on here. I haven't even unlocked my five. My 5 pin's my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. We're here on our dev build, and this is what we have to work with. So let's go into storage, and we will drop the single pin and see what this looks like. Like, is this a thing IRL? Can you put pins onto recurves? I thought recurves were all about that. That actually, if it's not, I love that they've done it. If it's not, like seriously, because it's a game and we need to have a little more variety, I think. But that just intrigues me. Hyperion on the new lever action, absolutely, bought a boy. Pretty, I mean, right? I knew somebody was gonna feel that because I feel that in my bones. Some recurs can't have them. Well, they've done their research then. I wasn't even aware of that. I think it's fantastic. We'll bring this into the 50-meter mark. We're going to be shooting the lock, but I want to try it with the pin. See what this looks like. We'll zero it. We'll zero it for 60. We'll just go at it. We'll probably be just a touch high. Oh, I should maybe set that. Not bad. Yeah, nice. We'll be able to use the different pins. I dig it. I dig it. With the reduced weight on the recurve, it makes it even that much more appealing with only having a 50-pound draw weight. And this thing's got some punch. So we're going to have to give it a try. We're going to have to see what it can do on the animals. I'd like to maybe head out and see if we can find something to shoot. Unless we want to see if there's anybody who wants to see this rifle a little before we go, now would be the time. Stick your hand up and chat. Otherwise, I think we're gonna go bounce around. I don't have a whole. We'll see. We'll see where we can go. We'll see if we get our sights on to something. Mushroom Man, thank you. Still got the cough, but I think I've learned to deal with that after like 4 months of a previous cough. Long COVID, it's a pain. A lot of ones do have the options for it. Okay. Sites make it more usable for sure. It really does. What up, Sloan? Good to see you, brother. Zenobine, I'm not sure on that. I have inquired. We always want to say yes. We want to have events. We want to have missions. I do believe there's some plans for Hunt Club coming up for the season, and you can expect some stuff to go alongside that. But beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. I don't believe, and I don't mean to put a damper on anyone's parade. I just like to be straight on this stuff. I do not believe that we'll be seeing missions within the game per se, because that means we have to patch it in and we have to patch it out, which makes for a rather large download. You're re-downloading similar, content you've already downloaded, and that's just simply for it's the age of our engine showing itself. So we don't want to push everybody through that because not everybody wants to do those missions. But let me get a little more solid information. We've got a little bit of time, and I'll see what I can dig up, and hopefully that there'll be some good news. Yeah, show the classes on the rifle ammo. It is a 3-8. Yes, I love a modern lever. I honestly have only I haven't shot many IRL. Two. So it's really cool to have this here. What's the update for? It is for the The Ambusher pack, which you've probably seen advertised now. We've got it out there and about. We've put it on our socials. It's pretty cool. It's loaded up with some goodies. We've, let me just pop in here and show you. We got the Maradi model 1894, the Stenberg takedown recurve bow, and the Quist Red Pro electronic collar. Putting these all together can make for a lot of fun. I am genuinely interested to see what the community comes up with in different ways to use the electronic collar. But I also really hope that when you're doing this, you're crushing them with these new toys. Because we got to see them in action. We really do. We got to see it. I mean, we can test it. We can play with it. We can do everything ourselves as much as we possibly want. But, I mean, I've learned when it ends up in the hands of the community, and you guys use these things in ways that the team could never think of. So it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Nonetheless, though, pretty impressive, pretty accurate, some real nice, and I mean real nice irons. Oh, I keep forgetting to reload. Nice reload animation too. Snappy, right? You see how snappy it is? Pow! Real snappy. Can we see how far the gun can shoot? Sure. We're going to be dealing with some... here, let's go up to... Let's go to the I guess we'll do a 300 meter mark. Now we can hit it, but let's see. I haven't been to the range just yet. Where does that put it on the board? Oh, I got to zero it for 150. Let's see what puts it on the first millidots. Okay, bang on. There's your 300 mark. Oh, reload. All my settings are different on this save. So you'll have to get used to, if you want to do the 300 meters using your millidots, but you absolutely can. It is an option. It's there. Because I was dropping a few. Well, I guess I want. On a reload. Not too shabby. So there we go. Now, if we were just to go at it straight on, here, let's hit the button. Straight on, zeroed for 150. Now, you know it's going to drop. It's now, if I shoot right at the... Whoops. For the love of Pete. Jesus, beard. You're not even going to make it on the board because you can see where the millidot sits, right? So again, you want to line up your millidot if you're going to go for the big range. And that's going to give you where you're at. We can put it all the way out to render. That's so cool. Yeah. Sorry, I can't help but play. And we should be at that millidot. Yep, bang on the money, honey. So very useful, as you can see with the Hyperion. She lines it right up. That's 450, right to render. Second millidot down. I dig it. I dig that a lot. Definitely a lot of fun. I can see some questions coming through. Let's just get through some of these first, and we'll maybe, I don't know, we'll maybe have time to go and give it a try. What's the, as you can see, it holds 6. And, you know, when it's a snappy reload like that, yeah, 6 shots, that goes a long way. I would love the option to be able to stand back and show you the reload in a third person perspective, but I cannot, unfortunately. Oh, I'm quite happy with 6.0s, and that's the most we've got in game now, which is pretty cool. So going back in here to take another closer look, let's get some stats out of the way. The accuracy on this bad boy is at 80. With a recoil of only 43 and an 80 accuracy, you're going to be surgical. You are absolutely going to be surgical with this thing. Reload speed of 57 isn't bad. Hip shot 76. Maybe you want to play cowboys and deers. You know, got up close, boom, boom. It's there. 76 isn't bad at all. With a 6-round mag, I think you guys are going to enjoy that. Weight coming in at a weight of 3. That puts it underweight of, like, actually, I'm curious. I don't know off the top of my head. 3.5 for the Whitlock. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So yeah, more powerful, less weight than even the 30-30. So moving down once more to the Stenberg takedown recurve bow. It is also lighter than the rest. It's got an accuracy of 38. Reload speed is pointless. Hip shot at 10, recoil at 10. But your peak draw weight's 50 pounds. You know, it'll be interesting to see what it does because you can use the 600 grains. It'll be interesting to see how it goes on, say, a moose, you know, or a bear. And just, you know, comparing a 50 pound to a 60, a 70, see what they do. Kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. You know, it makes it more accessible, the fact that both of these weapons in the ambusher pack we can mount existing sights to them. So, you know, with the Maradi, you can go ahead and put the Hyperion on it. You can put the Argus on it, or maybe you just want to stick with the rail mounts. Completely up to you. But the Stenberg, I think this is very, very unique thus far because we haven't had this in game. You can actually put optics on it, which is pretty cool. Like that's kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie. You know, we had the electronic rangefinder on there. I was shocked when I was able to put it on, and I just couldn't wait to share because to me, in my mind's eye, that was a really, really, really big point. If I was wearing a hat, I'd tip it to the team because it gives it some extra value right there. You know, I know we all have our preferences, but I can't. I'm gonna have to go back through. While I won't on my retail, but on this account, I'm gonna have to go and unlock my 5-pin because it's pretty dang cool. Okay, what do you say? We could maybe poke around here on Hirsch, but I think I would rather go to more of a shooting gallery because we don't have a lot of time. Oh, I am getting so distracted by all of these new weapons. We actually have something else. We might not even get out for a hunt today. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay because Creator Early Access is coming. Although I won't get to take part in that. I won't be here this weekend. All right, let's take a peek here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our Maradi and we're going to customize. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, my God. That's gorgeous. I don't think I want to put anything on that. Like, for real. That is just so pretty. Look at the hammer. Yeah. You know what that is? That's our artist flexing right there. Like, seriously, they're flexing right now. And they have every right to. That's just straight pretty. I mean, holy, but we certainly can. We certainly can. We'll play around with it, and we'll see what we can do with it. So let me go ahead here. Okay. Now, it's hard not to overshadow these things. The cosmetics have just been such a highlight for so many of the community. You know, we just had one of the coolest skins in a limited time event with the blue steel come into it. I mean, where do you go from there, right? Well, as you can see, the team has plans. They want to bring more out and give more options out there. So, in fact, we have the Verhunga, Medved, and Parquet Fernando cosmetics are coming, and it's gonna be pretty cool. Now, you got to kind of sort through some of this in here. Like, here's the Medved colors. I actually really quite like the look of this. Maybe on a barrel, it's not as shiny, but some nice flats to it. You know, the blue is a nice, like, you can really play around. That's a nice accent. I dig that. We also have the where's the freaking Here's the parquet. So what do we got for parquet? I haven't even played with these ones yet. Pretty cool. That will be a very useful, very, very useful color right there. That one right there, very much so. Then there's a green. We have a nice gray. These are just, you know, your flat bases that come with it, right? That's pretty cool. I dig that. Did I pass Verhunga? Here we go. And Verhungas. This is what I was interested in. Oh, that's a neat look. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at the camos, because this is really where a lot of it shines. I mean, straight up, you know, Medved, goodness, baby. I can't get rid of that wood grain. Please forgive me. That tan might be good. It is kind of nice, isn't it? Like a brush rifle. We'll try, Zach. Yeah, we'll try with the bow. Call of Duty? What? No. One of the prettiest guns that came in. Really is. You know, one of my favorites used to be the version of the 7mm that Xbox had. I always thought was pretty neat. Really, really cool. They've added some really neat camos here. Like, you can really play around with this. Let's go down to the Fernando. Oh, the digital. We got some digital. That's cool. My buddy has his 300 done in this. In fact, it's almost the exact same pattern with the split up at the end of the barrel. That's really cool. Definitely have some really cool new additions. You know, I've always liked the Rancho as well. I thought that was quite nice. But then Verhunga, of course, as you would expect. Now, this is pretty cool. Picture your tents with this. Never mind just the weapons. I mean, we're currently looking at one of the new weapons coming with the Ambusher pack, the Marathi model 1894. But, you know, you could put these onto your tents. You know, seriously, ATVs when? You know, like, I mean, come on, this would look really cool. You'd lose it in the bush. You'd never find it, you know. But just going through, looking at the Verhunga skins, we have some really nice camo that come with it now. That's a real nice look too. Oh, we're under Yukon there. So that's definitely something to look forward to. Of course, there's wrap specifics that come with each reserve. The Verhunga. There's the Fernando. That is freaking gorgeous. Oh, I like that a lot. That almost looks like an engraving. That's sharp. Very, very sharp. Medveds. Oh, very nice. Very nice. That'd look cool in a tent as well. Hey. I don't want to put it on the stock. I guess you won't be able to. Can we actually? Sometimes you sure can. Oh, wow. Paints it right up. You'd lose the gun. You'd freaking lose it on the right map. They are, aren't they, Mel's? They really are. I'm pumped for it. You know, you can see you'll see this continue to expand. Still by far, arguably the best. No weapon is complete without it. Yeah. Yeah. If you didn't get it, hopefully it comes back next Easter. Like, that's so cool. Come on. Come on. Okay, I know that's not what we're here for. Let's discard those, please. Let's take a look and see what the new recurve looks like with a little bit of fun. Because this, you know what? Let me just take a moment, and a lot of our new players, you might not appreciate this as much as a lot of the older players in the community. And I don't mean older by age. Sorry, I'm not calling you out. You're all 21 plus shipping and handling in my eyes. Yeah. But this was, in my mind, a massive improvement when this came to the game. Somewhere we could go just to see the weapons. I know all the creators were really happy with this, you know, because you could actually get into it. But being able to actually check the weapons out like this, and now to customize them, pretty dang cool, man. Pretty dang cool. Can we get it on the whole bow? That is sharp. I like the winter camos a lot, man. A lot. was just like when the crossbow came out and we had the snow version. I was using that thing on Verhunga. I didn't care. Just saying. There's the midsummer wrap. Okay, let's see it, baby. I'm gonna wrap you right up. That's slick. I think that actually, the Verhunga may be... Well, hold on, don't speak too soon. Oh, that's a toss-up. The Parquet or the Verhunga. I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Do a carbon fiber? Yeah. What about the wood grain ones? Yeah, well, hey, this is sharp, isn't it? Isn't it? We should get Christmas cosmetics since the devs can't add Halloween because it's kind of too late. Oh, don't count it out yet. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put any false hopes out there because honestly, I'm not seeing anything with it, so it may not be a possibility. But you know, it's our hopes to be able to add more cosmetics, and you know, if they're real popular, we'll continue to do so. Right? It's nice to have the options, but time shall tell. Customization was one of the biggest things to come to this game. Now all we need is a Trophy Lodge version of this. Could you imagine being able to do that in a Trophy Lodge? They do all look good, don't they? Yeah. Can we please talk about the new Great One coming out? We do not have a new Great One coming out right now, so there's not a lot to talk about. Other than finding out what the channel wants. But yeah, I'm not missing you. I see you there, my friend. They do all look good, don't they, Bubba? I love it, man. I love it. So there we go. Not too shabby. Now, of course, you're going to want to go and take a look at all the different sprays and everything that come with it because, you know, you have lots of options. It's not just the camos. It's not just the wraps. And it creates such a unique look. Maybe you want to actually combine things and mix and match, you know, because like that looks pretty cool. That gives it a nice two-tone look. There's that. Oh, combine that with the Midsummer Blue Steel. There's lots and lots of options with these new packs coming in. Dare I say they've kind of outdone themselves on these ones. I really like the Mid-Forest spray, but that's really cool. I could sit here and play for hours. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like a candy shop, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it really is like a candy shop. So let's take a look now, just to get it on a bigger stage. I gotta see, right? I gotta see, because like, of course, if you're like me, we've all done this, right? We've all done it. How could you not, man? You expect to see a bunny hopping out of there, and you better hope you have a shotgun when it happens, because that'd be a big bunny. But, you know, being able to check things out and kind of mix and match. You can give it nice trim. You could get real creative. I mean, you could go into a spray and you could add, you know, all kinds of meat. Like, what do you want? What do you want? You know? And if I see any of these on Ipsy, I'm going to high-five you. But, like, really, the cosmetics coming shouldn't be overshadowed by the pack, because I really do think that they've outdone themselves on these ones. I'm a fan of what we have so far, and some of them are really neat when you want to play around and make some really cool colors. But these new ones coming in, you're gonna lose stuff. You're gonna lose them in the bush, and that's gone. The minute you set it down, if you're on this angle, you will never see this tent again in game. It's just gone. It's completely gone. So let's do a little recap for those of you that are just jumping in, just joining us. You want to see what's coming here to the Hunter Call of the Wild. We have some really, really cool things with the Ambusher pack. I think our devs are really excited to see everybody's reaction. First off, of course, we have, you know, a rifle, we have a recurve, and we have a collar. The rifle being the Marathi model, 1894. Beautiful sights, beautiful sound. Real nice reload action. She's great, man. Holds 6 in the mag. Weighs about a metric unit less, or a weight unit less. I don't know what to call it. A pound less than existing rifles in its class. It will take down 3 to 8, which is pretty impressive. We'll have to give it a test on the 8 species. See what it does with the moose. See what it does. And this will cartridge the existing 44 caliber. So, you know, it's a great handgun, and now you've got it with rifling. It's pretty dang neat. What should be noted that I think is low-key one of the best additions to this rifle is none other than being able to mount the different optics on it. You can stick the Hyperion, you can stick the Argus, and of course, any rail mount sights you want to use. They all work. It's freaking awesome. I just love this so much. I can't wait to get out there and really put it through the paces. My concern was, you know, let's face it, the scope that we currently have for our lever actions isn't the best. So being able to put these bad boys on here is huge in my mind. Of course, the Stenberg takedown recurve, this bad boy, man. I mean, that's awesome. I love the look of it. It's, you guys saw it. She's rocking pretty good. You know, 20, 40, 60 meters on your zeroing. It's got a 50-pound draw weight, and you can mount your optics. Hey, didn't mean to do that. You can mount the optics to it, which, like, let's face it, man, for real, that is huge. That is very, very huge. With this pack, of course, comes the Red Quist electronic collar. You only buy the collar once. The collar can be placed once on any map, unless you're in multiplayer, in which case everyone can place one, but there is a proximity. You're not going to be able to set yours on top of your buddies. And you know, those animals will probably go to whichever one is the closest. It is pretty strong, but we're excited about it. We'll see what we'll do. Whether you're holding the remote or the collar to be placed depends on whether or not you've already placed the item on a map. So if you drop the collar on, say, Hirschfelden, and you transfer to SRP and you haven't placed it on SRP, it will be with you. I just can't stress that enough. I kind of got a little combustled last week, and I wasn't entirely sure, but you know, that's kind of where head's at. When does this release? That's the big question. It is coming out on October 10th, my friends. October 10th, that's next Tuesday. We're going to have a little bit of release fun with it here, so make sure to come back and join me. And hopefully, you know, you guys will have had it in your hands for a little bit, especially our folks in the EU. You can let me know what you think. It's going to be average price. We've got it listed at €4.99. So depends where you are, and just base it off of that. But yeah, electronic collar, lever action, freaking recurve that is going to make me go hunt with a bow. I think it's pretty fantastic. 3 new cosmetic packs coming. You know, you're going to get, actually, this is kind of cool. And I'm kind of glad that they linked this for me, because I don't talk about sales and stuff much. I don't dig into all that, but apparently you can bundle these all up. And is it a 2-for-1 or 3-for-1? A 2-for-1 sale, or you can buy them separately. But yeah, so 3 new cosmetic packs with Verhunga, Medved, and Parky Fernando. You got a pretty cool look at them here. I think that really we can do an awful lot with these now. I really want some more cool cosmetics. I'm pretty happy about it. Can't wait to see more in the future. Let's go ahead and crank this bad boy in for 150. We're going to put a few shots down, which may be my favorite new rifle, at least in this class range, because that is gorgeous. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. That good animation. Okay. Hope the devs know how much we appreciate them. Bottom boy, thank you. We certainly do try to pass the sentiment along to the community. But, you know, honestly, they see a lot of it in here. I guarantee you they're all watching right now because they want to see people's reactions to the love and passion they put into this game. You know, each one of these weapon packs, although we can't always please everybody, we do certainly try. It is the intention to create the game that everybody wants to play. Oh, I'm really bad with it. I'm so used to having that reload function on. That's a gorgeous sight. Just take a moment and soak that in. Yeah, about $5 Canadian is what it works out to. It really does. Biggest reaction I've seen so far with people on a longer range than you color. People are saying it should be at least 300 meters. You know, there's always the option that we can look at this down the road. But you have to remember, we don't want to create things in a DLC that forces people to buy that DLC. Your average range on the collars is about 200 meters in game currently. If we created something that was just that much more powerful, that's kind of greedy. So we create something with value that actually gives you a different way to play. Currently, you can't bring those animals in. You could be 300 meters away from that collar that has a 200 meter range. And those animals will come into that collar. You've effectively given yourself 500 meters of play, right? So there has to be a balance. But the devs, you've seen it, our devs are not the type to go, nope, this is how it is. That's how it's got to be. They are forever watching the community. So get your hands on it. Let us know what you think. Through your feedback, we try to make this game more enjoyable in any possible way we can. And I mean that sincerely. They are watching right now. They will be most definitely watching all of your reviews. They really do want something that is useful. And through all the testing they've done, they have to find that balance. It really does look to be almost a little OP. You'll see. When you guys get to play with it, you'll see what I'm talking about. What gun is this? This is the new... I always want to make sure... I always look at my cheat sheet to make sure I'm not saying it wrong. Because you know how they like to get me with the names. But this is the Marathi Model 1894. It's not a hard one to say. Thank you. Some are. Actually, it's generally map locations. It's not so much the weapons. The weapons I could do. But it's like, the zones and the different maps. But this is the new lever action. Man, it's absolutely gorgeous. And a lever action that you can pop your favorite scope onto is low-key next level. I just think that is going to have a massive impact on the way that we play. Don't get me wrong. I'm not completely against the lever action scope, but there's no secret. I don't keep it a secret. I love the Hyperion in this game, and the fact that I can use this on the new rifle. When I heard we were doing a lever action, that was where my brain went first. I was like, oh, does it come with a new scope at least? And if you missed it, here is the recurve one more time. This bad boy, man alive. There's no way. What do you think? I'll hit that before I hit that. Yeah, see. Wonder what happens if you put it right below. Think it'll get that far? No, I said below. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, 150 meters. I don't know what the fall is on this bad boy. I was hoping to land something, nonetheless. Pretty cool. Guys, gals, next week, the 10th, this is coming to you. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you're following us across all the socials for any news so you get it firsthand. Come and join the Discord. It is the hub of our community. It's where we like to center everything so we can get your immediate feedback and give you guys a little bit of, sometimes you get the first look info there. So make sure you've joined us. I'm super pumped for it. There will be a creator access coming out. Make sure to keep your ears peeled. You can expect to see your favorite creators running around this weekend, having a good old time, baby. Can't wait to see it myself. Thank you all so much. We'll catch you tomorrow for the Angler. We're going to have a little bit of fun. I'll see you then, my friends. From your bearded brother, peace out. Just gonna sit here and smack things for a bit. I'm totally working right now. That is so